Alright, so I wanted to give y'all some live action where you actually, granted it's still live action, but you catch me candid. You catch me actually talking while I'm driving in traffic, just to see how I react to the traffic. You know what I mean? So right now it's about 4:30, so we're about to jump on this 25 southbound from Jefferson. So I'm anticipating traffic to be a little backed up. It usually is going southbound at this time of the day. Hopefully the lighting will be cool because it's very bright. And I realized that my cover doesn't really do too much when I put it on. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, get ready to slide by one of my partner houses. So we're gonna see what he's talking about. You know what I mean? But basically, where we headed to the west side. And so what we're gonna do, we should be able to give you a quick glimpse of, again, this afternoon traffic and how it can get backed up. And because right now the section that we're about to enter is kind of like a little bottleneck right here. And so you'll see that when we're about to get on this interstate. You know what I mean? So. Got it good. I'm gonna back the camera up just a little bit so we weren't able to see the traffic like this then. But this little bridge ain't too long right here, so that's kind of why I get backed up right here. But see, we got a green right here though. I'm out here talking. Make sure I'm paying attention. Let's see if we can get this thing to slide back a little bit. We got it up. So we couldn't see the traffic light earlier, so let's slide back a little bit. You can at least see my bumper a little bit, or front of the hood. But this is like traffic on a day-to-day, you know what I mean? I didn't necessarily have to go this way, but for shits and giggles and just to give you a visual, I figured, fuck it, I'll drive it, you know? So, definitely could tell traffic is a little, and again, this is just a little bottleneck right here, you'll see. And then we'll see how Shawty was looking. I don't know if you seen that trip, she was there. But, you'll see all kind of whips too, man. Just like this Beamer right here, you know, to the left. I don't know if you can see it, but see all kind of whips and shit too, you know. So I'm trying to ease just this way a little bit so you can still see my side of the road and the other side of the road. Alright, green light, where you at, baby? Let's go. And traffic, man, you gotta pay attention, especially if you're that first car, man, getting on the freeway, because these lights change, you know. So believing now I could take the frontage road, but I'm gonna stay on the 25 just for shits and giggles, just to give you a visual of the traffic. And again, hopefully it doesn't get too bright with the lighting, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta create a lane for yourself too in this traffic. So this big truck won't do. Gotta get over. I'm trying to fall back behind this big truck. I need to get over, man. Let's see. Can make some help. Alright, man, I'm gonna slide in front of you, big truck. I'm sorry. We in there. Yeah, this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? This is one of those bottlenecks, you know what I mean? And you definitely got to be careful in these times because it's easy to have an accident, easy to take your head, look your head down, and before you know it, you done ran in the back of somebody. You know what I mean? And you kind of drive like you got to drive like you're a big truck. You know what I mean? If you see how these big trucks take it easy, they don't go too fast. You know, because they're the last ones that can slam on their brakes and try to stop. You know, they carrying all that weight. They're the easiest people to run into somebody. So you got to drive like you're a big truck. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get behind this one. So you do what it do. But again, this is just like I said, that bottleneck, man. As you can see right here, traffic started to ease up a little bit. Slide back over because that's kind of low key the lane we need to be in anyway. Slide this thing back a little bit. I get to see all of the road. And forgive me with the brightness of the camera, man. I'm not too much of a cinematographer as far as knowing the ins and outs on how to correct all the lighting. And again, I got a little sun cover, man, but I feel like it really don't do no justice, you know. It's about if I don't have it on, you know, so look at that vent, drop top vent. Like I said, once you get past that bottleneck, it eases up a little bit until you get up on the 40, you know what I mean? Then it may get a little backed up just because it's rush hour. You know, a vet with a vet plate, vet license plate. We're gonna get this other big truck right here. You know what I mean? Since we got to go westbound. But you know, and like I said, coming out 25 northbound, it has its bottlenecks. I like Central and Lead and Cesar Chavez, you know what I mean? Then once you get to the 40 junction, it kind of opens up a little bit, you know. But let's see what we're looking like. Jump on the 40. In previous videos, I jumped on 40 going east. This time I'm gonna jump on 40 going westbound. It's at that junction, and this lane's right here splits. You can go either left or right. You know, in this case, we're gonna go right. You know, so the sun is coming now. It's kind of gonna be facing more on the camera. So again, bear with me. You know, I ain't mastered that feature yet. You know. As you can see, people starting to hit their brakes already. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting in that rush hour traffic for the 40. We're gonna try to slide over as much as we can, you know. And even up here, you have that bottleneck once you pass the 6th Street exit. You know, because from the frontage, you see the people on the frontage. I have to probably expand a little bit. But basically, the people on the frontage, you know, they trying to get on the freeway at some point too, you know, because basically to get onto the freeway from 40 from these streets, you're getting on it from 4th Street. You know what I mean? Look at this motherfucker. You got motherfuckers like that too. You gotta watch out for. You know what I'm saying? But from the frontage, you can get on the freeway from 4th Street. So that's where that first bottleneck is, right there. You know what I mean? On 4th, where everybody getting up on the freeway. But if you get off on 6th Street and take 6 to 12, if you get off right here on 6th, that frontage road can get you all the way again to 12th Street, and the next exit is Rio Grande. So you can actually bypass a lot of that traffic if you get on the frontage road. That's one thing that, you know, a lot of out-of-towners don't know, or, you know, they've been on the road and had a detour and like, dang, where do I go from here? And essentially realizing like, shit, I just dodged a whole bunch of traffic by jumping on this frontage road. But timing is everything. You gotta know where to jump on, where to get on, where to get off. You know what I mean? It ain't back to back right now. Sometimes it can be. Like I said, we just hit that bottleneck, so it's gonna be slow and steady right here. But then right there too, getting on the 40 from Rio Grande going west, I would say that's your second bottleneck, because at that point, that's where Coors Boulevard comes up. You know what I mean? And right now we're coming up on the Rio Grande, but right at Coors is where it splits, you know, north and southbound. And so a lot of people got to get over. You know what I mean? Ooh, look how I feel between these big trucks. That's one thing I hate. Well, it's semi. Hey, you got to know how to roll with them. You know how they slow down. You see it starting to pick up right here, like I said. And then you got more people getting on. And like I said, this is where the frontage roll from 6 to 12. So if you got up from 6 and went to 12, you'll be coming up right here. You know what I mean? So you could have bypassed a lot of that traffic and got on the freeway right here. Or, again, you can go through that Rio Grande exit and on the frontage and get back on the freeway right there and kind of bypass some traffic too. You know what I mean? Especially if you need to get off on Coors going northbound. You know what I mean? Or if you need to go to that little Walmart or whatever. But as you can see, the traffic starts to pick up, but it's going to start to slow down a little bit too. You know what I mean? Tell when people start breaking, you know what I mean? But right here becomes like a little bottleneck too, because like I say, you got people in these lanes that need to get over right. You know, and Coors is like a major bypass, a major road as well, you know. Yeah. These 3 lanes will keep you on the 40. Even though 40 does change it to 2 lanes, you can't stay. And I'll show you just for shits and giggles. Let's see. This car right here, bullshit, Masami. Come on, man. Speed up a little bit. There you go. It's okay. No space to get over. Like I said, it's starting to pick up right here. As everybody's splitting off right here. And it's going to slow down again when we get into those 2 lanes. Space. But even another little bottleneck, because it's gonna start to go into 2 lanes after Coors, and people coming off Coors getting on the freeway, you know. So like I say, it has these little bottlenecks right here, opens up a little bit because traffic is starting to split, people going different ways, you know. But we'll be able to do this again whenever the temperature when time getting ready to change next week. I guess I should have waited to do this video, but freaking, or 2 weeks from now, something like that. But time getting ready to change, and you know the sun will be down a little further, so we can probably get a different picture without the sun, you know. But like I said, as you can see, it's starting to kind of bottleneck again, even though it does split, because you got the 40 finna merge into 2 lanes, and you got people getting on from Coors heading westbound and get on the 40. You know what I mean? So the main thing driving during these times, man, you really just got to be patient. Like I said, everybody getting off work, everybody trying to get home, trying to get to the grocery store, do whatever they got to do, pick up the kids, you know what I mean? So everybody, you know, excited to be off work, you know, to go home. So shit, just want to be patient, you know, because it'll ease up at some point, you know. And just if you know the parts where you're going to have those bottlenecks, you know, hey, you just got to know, if I'm going to go this way, I got to deal with it, you know. But even around this time, it's hard to get away from it, you know. Like I said, people getting on the 40 right here. Like I said, people getting on the 40 from right here, so this is where it can get backed up. And where that truck is, where you see those cars, they coming from Coors southbound getting on the 40 West. You know what I mean? So this is where you have those bottlenecks. But once you get past 98th, if you ain't exit by 98th, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna take the 40 on wherever you're going, whether it's the reservation or you had to Arizona, you traveling, you just so happen to passing through rush hour. Like I said, if you ain't exit on 98th, you taking it on down, you know, further west, you know, Gallup, Grants, whatever your stopping point may be, you know. But again, 98th, and I should go up to 98th just to show you, but 98th is going to be the exit that's furthest west, and that kind of lets you know you're out of Albuquerque once you pass 98th, you know. But again, right here you start to see it pick up a little more, you know what I mean? Watch out now. They're probably texting over there, you know what I mean? On these spots right here, like right here in the middle, you gotta watch out too, because police be sitting over there, you know. So, and it gives you like the little blue thing. It's kind of to watch out for police too. So, but we just gonna get off right here, answer man, because this is where my player partner stay around. You know what I mean? And again, forgive me for the sun. But that should give you an idea too how bright it does get, you know. How bright it is. So you definitely want to have you some shades. That's why I need me some sunglasses. Driving this time, driving west, because like I said, the sun's setting in the west. So now when everybody get off, and I think that's what make it tough too, why you have a lot of accidents, because shit, that sun be so bright. So like I said, you ain't paying attention, man. You can't see. You know, with those elements combined, you know, like I said, it's prone to accidents. You know, so. But this is part of the west side, you know, considered northwest, because again we are north of the 40 now and west of the 25. And this is Unsa Boulevard, 98 Boulevard. It's just one exit west, and that's the last exit of Albuquerque. You know what I mean? But I'm finna shut it down. And as you can see, some of these buildings are like newer developments, you know, so the west side is, again, more the modern development, you know. Got the apartments on the, I don't know if you can see the mountains in the background, but you know, from these apartments, if you got the third floor, you got a nice view of the mountains in the city. And that's one thing about Albuquerque, man. Albuquerque don't really have too many high rises, but at the same time, you can if you stay in an apartment building, if you're looking for a view or whatever, you know, sometimes the apartment may be a good thing for you, because at that point you do get those views, you know what I mean? Whereas like I said, it's not too many per se downtown high rises or anything like that, you know, to give you that type of view, you know. But hey man, this is your man. This is your man, Mike DeLoach. Just bringing you a trip through Albuquerque, man. Check out the content of Black Men in New Mexico. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and once you are subscribed, again, be sure to select all notifications from that bell so you can get those, get notified whenever we drop the new videos, you know. Share the video, converse with your people, tell me what you think, you know what I mean. But that's all I got for now, and until the next time.